One thing I'm happy about this administration showing is showing white people how black people have been felt. Y'all was saying we were conspiracy theorists. Y'all was saying we were victims. We always want to be victims when we were telling y'all our history, right? And now y'all going through all these rabbit holes and y'all actually looking at the legislation like, wow, why can't we progress as a country? And then you're seeing that every single piece of legislation that's held us back from progressing in technology or education is literally because of racism and misogyny. It's literally because they don't want their women out here mingling with minority men. It's literally because they don't want their kids going to college and getting quote unquote woke. It's literally because they don't want to be in a workplace with us. They don't want to be in our presence. Y'all are seeing this now, right? The reason that we don't have universal health care, racism. Every single piece. China has been, the past 30 years have been flying past us in technology. We could have been on this, but we haven't because of racism and the lack of education. And they're attacking intellectualism because they think it's making people woke. From a young age, little black boys are told, 5 years old, hey, I know you're a little boy, but these people are going to look at you as a man now. You have to learn how to respect authority. By 10 years old, we're told that slavery didn't end because of any type of moral compass that these people had. It ended because of an economic standpoint that some people in the North were saying that we were going to have our downfall. During Reconstruction, we could have kept progressing, but the racism in our country is stronger than our progression. It's always held us back. We could have had FDR literally reconstructing our whole country, but no, the racists would not allow it. Not for too long. I mean, we got Barack Obama as president when I was in the 8th grade. By the time 2012 came, the Republicans were funding Turning Point USA because they said they got the youth. We need to indoctrinate the youth. These people are becoming too woke at these college campuses. And we need to indoctrinate the youth. Turning Point USA, $12 million behind it. Billionaires. Billionaires are funding legislation to have us move backwards in a country just because they don't want the progression of minorities. They don't want the progression of women. And we keep on telling y'all this. Every single piece of legislation that's holding us back is because of racism. And now y'all are finally going down these little rabbit holes. You're having your little woke up moment and you're going down this history lessons and you're saying, wow, this is crazy. We've been told this our whole life. We've been told that every single piece from the state level all the way up, from the county level, from redlining. We're talking about economics. We're talking about loans. We're talking about just owning homes. We're talking about getting educated on the stock market. Everything that we could be educated on more, we're held back because of racism and misogyny. They hate women and they hate minorities. I'm talking about just the basic civil liberties that people just are asking to have. Y'all are now seeing that, hey, wow, this was never about the price of eggs, huh? Yeah. This was never about conservative values. This was never about the Bible. This was never about loving thy neighbor. This was about hate from the jump. And I think you all are finally seeing it, that we're not victims. We're not always playing the victim. We're actually, the fact that we're actually still resilient after all of these years, when we could really be getting a lot worse. And we keep on progressive. And the fact that Black women are leading the demographics in the most educated, and Black men are more and more getting educated and going to trade school and going to college now. They hate it. We're actually progressing. Every single time you look up, we're progressing. And they don't like that. Because a white man should be able to go to state college because his father went there and his father donated to the college and he got him through college after he cheated through school, and he should be able to get a job at an entry level at a big financial firm, right? But the Black woman went out and got a double bachelor's, a master's degree, and sometimes even a doctorate just to get the same job and get paid less. And now they're saying that they're not qualified. Now y'all seeing, y'all going down these rabbit holes, y'all looking like, wow, what do they mean they're not qualified? I'm looking at their qualifications. They look qualified. They got the experience, they got the internships, they got the education. They come from the neighborhoods, they come from the communities, they come from the county that they're trying to represent, and they still saying that they're not qualified. Are y'all paying attention? There's Black men swinging from trees in the South in 2025, and y'all said the racism was over. Are y'all paying attention now? I don't think y'all was paying attention before. I just thought, you know what I'm saying? You know? Political leaders, Democratic political leaders, they ran in their house and unalived them in cold blood, and no national news was saying a fucking word. But the turning point guy that got funded by the billionaires to indoctrinate the youth for the Republican Party get hit in the neck, and now what? Erica Kirk was in them pageants. Now y'all seeing, they just conspiracy theorists. Erica Kirk was in them pageants, them Trump pageants. It's all coming together now. Everything's adding up. Those files are coming out. Another billionaire in New York, a finance billionaire, just got caught up torturing women in his building. It's all coming out. These people are pigs. They're racist. They're misogynist. They love little girls. They love little boys. The groypers, every single one of them are disgusting. I think we need to separate the country because I don't want to live with them no more.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and do reveal, taught me the truth out of the Bible and amongst other things. Peace and salutations to the elect, scattered to all four corners of the earth. My fellow laborers who pushing this work and word in truth and sincerity all across the globe. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, man, this is your brother Talmayat from the GMS Online Branch coming back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and I hope it is edifying. Khan. So yeah, man, this was Jake, and Jake is slowly but surely, putting the puzzles together. Still don't know or really got the whole truth, because really the man of the Lord, have this truth, We know, like, hey, man, this is Esau Edom we're talking about, man. We know that this is a necessary evil that this has to happen, But you see that Jake is really, putting the pieces together. And Jake is facts, man, to see all the wickedness that Esau openly is doing. And they see that Esau doesn't got love for you, man. And yeah, all the vengeance which we are seeing. You see what America, make America great again, and rebuild everything like that slimy, that red bastard said the last time. They did without the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Nothing was accomplished because in servitude these things were created. You see. And that was primarily by the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see. So yeah, man, Esau's losing. That's why he's coming out like that. And Esau is now at the point that he doesn't care anymore, and openly and blatant, he's showing his disgust for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And on the other note, we are not black, and we stress this a lot of times. I made a lot of videos. The apostles, the elders made a lot of videos, to show you that, to put that word black in front of black Hebrew Israelites is a really evil. It's really that is really racism. Like Elder Malcolm said, they better call you Negro, because Negro before, like of nigger, never was that a hard word before. You see, but now it got a real evil connotations word. This. So like I meant to say connotation. That is the word, But now this word, Negro really got a nigger got a real wicked and evil connotation onto it, So, and this is because how Esau is, that word behind it is really evil, because, hey, the Apostle Paul was also called nigger, So these words are really, it was really not a bad word. But then better they call you like that, they call you that, then they call you black, because black is really evil, all the things the above. And you can watch these videos that the elders apostles made. I made videos about it. Go to the etymology, do your study. That word black, and Jake is still in that word black. And Esau, Edom, like you see, they're white people. There are really as need to be their Edomite people, and that is what it is, because they are the lineage of Esau. They are the Edomites. They are red. They are not white. Like we are not black. We are different shades of brown. So on that note, to say that yeah, you see, Jake is really fed up, man. You see. And Jake, yeah, Jake don't want to live. He's talking about separators, don't want to live with these Edomites anymore, man. You see, that is Jake, his mindset nowadays, man. You see, because they see the wickedness and everything that they are betraying. But this is always we never expected nothing of Esau, and this has to play out according to biblical prophecies, man. That is what it is. So let me go to a few scriptures, because he was saying, like, hey man, these people and Jake really don't understand really why they are so evil, but we understand, man. This is all the playbook of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So that's why the story is so important, to know who are the Edomites, that they are the biblical Edomites, the so-called white people. This is them. So let me go to a few scriptures. Bear with me. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25. And let me go straight to the point. And verse 21. Let me read it in NLT a little bit. Isaac pleaded with the Lord on behalf of his wife, because she was unable to have children. The Lord answered Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah became pregnant with twins. You see? But the two children struggled with each other in the womb. So she went to ask the Lord about it. Why is this happening to me? She asked, because they were struggling, man. Or even in the womb, Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Esau, the so-called white man, they've been struggling together in the womb, you see? And Rebecca was asking, hey, why this is happening to me? And the Lord told her, the sons in your womb will become two nations, the nations of the Edomites and the nations of the Israelites. You see, the so-called white man versus the so-called black man. From the very beginning, the two nations will be rivals. You see, so this is what now is playing on. The Esau, the progenitors of the Edomites, the so-called white man, he is a rival onto the so-called black man, aka Jacob. You see, the Israelites. You see, this is that ancient battle, that ancient rivalry, that is going on. You see. One nation will be stronger than the other, and your older son will serve your younger. And Esau came first out of the womb, the so-called white man, but he is to serve the younger one, you see, because he is stronger. And that is Jacob. These are the Israelites, you see. That's why they ain't like us, and in a lot of aspects, you see that Jake is really surpassed is Esau, Edom, in physical, the way that the Lord built us. That's why they use organs and everything that Jacob has, for themselves. You see, our teeth. I was by the dentist. He said, "Yeah, you people, like they always said, yeah, you so-called Negroes, you got the strongest teeth on the earth, man. You see, that is what the dentist said. You see, he said from all the teeth that he was seeing, he said, you Negroes are got the strongest teeth all over the whole earth. So that is all an indication that the Lord make us different. You see, that is what it is. And the Lord, let me see, let me go further. And when the time came to give birth, Rebekah discovered that she did indeed have twins, Esau and Jacob. The first one, very red at birth and covered with thick hair like a fur coat. But this is what it is. It was when you read it in King James, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment. So it was not that he had hair all over his body. Nah, man. Before you had garments that were dyed red, hairy garments from a sheep skin, a goat, all these things, and uh, that was, he came out like that, really, that his blood was showing to his skin. You see, that's why he was described in the scriptures, because why? In that particular time, all the nations had melanin, they had pigmentation, and Esau was the only one who didn't have it. Really, like the mark of Cain, so he was already marked, you see. Yeah, let me read further in NLT. Then the other twin, a matter of fact, let me look up that word Esau. I did it a lot of times, but the elders, but for edification's sake, because like the elders, the apostles said, there's always somebody new, you see. And the Hebrew word for Esau, Esaf, like the rabbi said in in Israel. Really, when you go to the Paleo Hebrew, his name is Ishashua, you see, and that means really wasted away is he, and that means what wasted away was his pigmentation. That's what his name is, really, you see. And you see, Esau is hairy, eldest son of Isaac and Rebekah, and the twin brother, and this is also a lie that he was the progenitor of the Arab people. That is also what they slipped in, because that is not true. Ishmael is the progenitor of the Arab people. So this is an indication also to see that Esau tried to run off from his biblical nationality. You see? Strong definition, apparently a form of passive participle of H, 6213 in the original sense of handling rough, ei sensibility felt, Esau, a son of Isaac, including posterity, Salakia, Esau. So when we go over here to this word, the primitive roof that goes in, let me see. Really, you have to go in this to the nations of that Esau, the progenitor, Edom. So let me go over there. It's a long time I searched this up. So yeah, let me go over there. Let me go over there, because this is important. Yep. Edom. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that is down in this chapter, But and Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee." Genesis 25 and 30. With the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And this, let me see. We go to the word Edom. And Edom goes into Edom. And the word really in the Lashon Kodash, in the ancient Hebrew, goes in, his name is Adawam. And Adawam means red. You see? Esau's red. And the Edomite, Idumean in the Greek, descendants of Esau, the land of Edom, Idumea, land of the south of east of Palestine. And when you go to the Strong's definition, Edom, the elder twin brother of Jacob, hence the region Idumea, occupied by him, Edom, the Edomites, Idumea. And when you go to there, then you see Adawam goes in the word red, ruddy, you see, but they also want to say David is ruddy, and ruddy is a whole different color, you see, but Esau is really red. Garment, waters, lentils, And when you go to that word, Adawam in the strong definition, then you see you got to go over here to the root word, Adawam, and it goes into be read. And let me see. I'm going to read everything. Let me go straight to the point for time's sake. A strong definition, Adawam, to show blood in the face. You have to search. You know, you always have to dig deeper to go to the root to understand what it really means. And you see, to show blood in the face. EI, flush or turn rosy. You see? By dyed, made, red, ruddy, but it is not ruddy. And when you see to flush, to say, to turn, when you go to that word over here, let me search it up. Rosy meaning, let me look up the meaning. I want the meaning. Yes, rosy, rosy, especially of a person's skin, colored like pink or red nose, typically as an indication of health, youth, but the point is especially of a person's skin. And who got that rose colored like pink, red rose? That is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. When you see his skin, it is red. He always, when I was drawing pictures of a so-called Edomite, I have always had to use a pink or a reddish, how you say it, a pen. You see, so this is what it is. It is talking about them. You see, so you always have to look it up, and then you're gonna find it. So let me jump up again a little bit. I'm gonna read till 26. So let me see where I was. I was at 26. So Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare him. You see, so Isaac was 60 years old when he when he get his children. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. And yeah, you really can see Esau is a real cunning hunter. Until the day, the so-called white men, they love hunting, deer and swine and bears, cover himself in with deer piss and hide in the bushes. That is really what Esau's doing. And a man of the field, you see, always busy. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. You see, Jake is always, if Jake got his things, man, Jake is cool, Jake ain't be all over the place and, running back and fro. Jake is cool, man. You see, and that is Jacob, man. And yeah, you can see that, this goes really back to our people, man. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, you see, because when he was hunting, he brought back deer and, that food, you see. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint, you see. And this was really what was going on, man. You see, Esau was always like, hey, man, I'm hungry, this, that. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom, you see. And that means red. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And so he sold it. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And this is not still the mindset of an Edomite. Like Wisdom in Solomon, chapter 2, they don't care about the life. They don't think about tomorrow. They don't think about their legacy. This destroy, perdition, doesn't care. Do what you want, and don't regard Yahweh Shem Yoshai, don't regard the life. You see? So that is really in the spirit, man. And you can see it, man, all over the earth. Now they are governing the earth. You see? So, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him that he sold his birthright unto Jacob, and that is what he did. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. You see? So he didn't care about his birthright, and now he wanted back. That is the devil that he is. You see, already sold it, and now he wanted back. You see, and this is what it is, man. So yeah, man. And when you go to uh, second Esdras, because let me read it again, because that is really important. You see. Let me go over here at verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. You see? So this is all according to prophecy, because this is the way that Jacob gonna pull him down. You see, because now Esau got dominion over the earth. You see, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You see, and now we are last, but we're gonna be up, because this is the way that Jacob is gonna pull Esau down, man. You see, because the older will serve the younger. Thus it the scriptures, man. You see. That is what it is, man. So let me go to the book of Second Ezra. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8. Let me start with 8. And this was Ezra, was asking about what is going to be the end. And let me read it from 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed? You see? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Then we was reading it right now. And for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You see? So this is what it is, man. That's why this was symbolic. Like, hey, Esau's end is gonna come, the so-called white man. He's gonna be pulled down, and he's gonna be the last man. You see? The meek will inherit the earth, man, because the Lord loves only Jacob, man. You see? And that's why he's so big mad. Matter of fact, let me read this. This is Genesis chapter 27. And let me go straight to the point. Let me start with 30. The stolen blessing. And it was not stolen because he already sold it. We was reading it. You see? And still he wanted to get it back, man. And that is the wicked, how Esau is, man. You see? He got no morals. No, how you say it? He got no value. He got no integrity. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came from his hunting. He was back with hunting again. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may be blessed. You see? And Isaac, his father, said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. So Isaac was, because Isaac was really at the point that he was, he was going to sleep with his fathers, you see. And and he wanted to give the blessings before he went back to the spirit world. He wanted to give the blessings to his two sons. You see, but yeah, Jacob took it. Jacob, his name is Jacob in the Hebrew. In the Paleo Hebrew means supplanter. You see, but this was all according to the playbook of the Lord, because he knew that Esau still that he sold his birthright, still he want to have the blessing as the firstborn, So this is, let me read further. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that had taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him? Yeah, and he shall be blessed. Yeah, so was the agreement already made. He blessed Jacob, man. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, oh my father. You see, he wept and cried like a bitch. You see, like he's doing now. We built everything. We are the always me. It's just me. I'm so tears. I'm so have pity with This is Esau, man. Always weapon, man. Falsely. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. Yeah, gone. You see? Because this was all according to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And his mother helped with it. You see? And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, for he had supplanted me. You see? Supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and that is a lie, because you sold it by yourself. And behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? You see, he was crying like a father, don't you have a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. You see, because the Lord, according to the scriptures, the younger, the older will serve the younger. And this is what is happening. You see? And all his brethren have I given to him for servants. You see? And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? You see? So, Isaac was like, hey, man, this was, this blessing, the everlasting blessing is given to your brother, man. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, or hast thy, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me, also my father, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. He cried like a bitch. You see? And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. You see? So this is what we're seeing playing out now. Esau got the best places. The earth is his everything. He got everything what he wants, Yeah, he got the best spots. He got everything. This is part of his blessing, and this was only given to Esau and his children, the Edomites, the so-called white man. This is given unto him, this blessing. You see, and you see that. When you connect everything together, they are the ones who are in rulership, you see, and have the earth really under control. So this is them, you see. And by thy sword shalt thou live. And is Esau not the greatest in weapons? Nuclear weapons, everything. You cannot outgun Esau either, man. With weapons, Now, of course, nowadays the nations also got weapons, because this is also according to prophecies, that these nations ain't going to say any longer that they're weak. But don't underestimate Esau, man. You see, Oppenheim, everything that you saw, man, this is all Esau, man. This is his blessing, the weapon, And the modern day weapon, is, the modern day sword, Salakia, is, the gun and his nuclear missile, man. You see, he is master, man, and he's master in that, man. This is his part of his blessing. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You see, let me read it in NLT. You will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother But when you decide to break free, you will shake his yoke from your neck. You see? And this is what is happened, because Esau was also on the subject under the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and mainly, under the Negroes, he was really subjected in the time, in the dark ages also, and the time period. Esau was with King David. He was also on the subjection, so he was under. You see, but when he broke free, now you see what's happened, man. You see, and Esau hated Jacob. You see that hate, and this is in their in all this in this legacy, man. This is in all the Edomites that hate, the perpetual hatred. You see, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And this is what is constantly in his head till the day of today. You see? And this is what it is, man. So this is what he constantly wants, man, to get rid of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see? And this is how Esau operates, man. Matter of fact, let me get this also. You see? And that's why Jake don't understand it really, why this is going on. And we understand that this is all according to the scriptures, man. If you know who they are, and Esau has been identified by the Hebrew Israelites, and Tawada to our apostles, and bishops and elders, to give us this knowledge that we can identify who the Edomites are, and can and know that, hey, has to play out. This is all by the book of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we don't have fear. We know that this is coming to an end. The Esau will act like that when the end time will come. You see the chariots are approaching. You see everything what is happening. That, hey, his demise is coming very soon, man. That his end is coming soon. That Jacob will pull the heel and he gonna be the end of it. And Jacob the beginning of it that follow it, man. And he gonna be serving Jacob, man. He knows that this is gonna happen. So let me read Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Let there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And that is what he did. He sold his birthright. You see, he's immoral. Let me read it in NLT. Make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who traded his birthright as the firstborn son for a single meal. Yeah, he did away with it. He didn't care about his birthright. This is how Esau is, man. You see? This is how he operates, man. So Jake don't wondering why he's doing these things, because this is his nature. But Jake slowly but surely start to see that, hey, this is how these Edomites, these so-called white people are operating, man. Jake is facts, you see. For verse 70, for you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. And he's rejected. The Lord ain't dealing with them, man. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. You see? Because the Lord will have no mercy upon Esau. Why? Because he was the one that didn't show mercy. You see? Matter of fact, let me get it in James. James 2, if I'm correct. Where was this? Yeah, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Yeah, and Esau was really, really, really harsh till the day of today. You see it now openly. Esau is really, shows no mercy towards Jake, man. Constantly afflicting them, This is what Jake is, this is what Esau is doing, Shalakia. You see? So let me go over here, Obadiah. Because the Lord ain't dealing with y'all, man. You done. This is Obadiah. Let me put it like this. Obadiah. And let me go straight to the point at verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. No place for repentance. You will be cut off forever. The wickedness that you have been doing, the Lord is gonna cut you down forever, man. You see? Uh, and this is what they constantly did, man. Always rejoicing, race it to the foundation of it. Always was rejoicing when even other enemies came, to us, and Esau was always by their side, helping them and try to inflict us more. And this is what Esau always was doing, man. So the Lord will have no mercy upon Esau either, man. You see? So yeah, man. Matter of fact, let me go to another scripture for time's sake, because I want to read everything. Because yeah, he was saying something. I want to play that last part. Let me see it from the Jake at the beginning. Let me play. Yeah, Jake is facts, man.
In them pageants, them Trump pageants, it's all coming together now.
All these things, man.
Everything's adding up. Those files are coming out. Another billionaire in New York, a finance billionaire, just got caught up torturing women in his building. It's all coming out. These people are pigs. They're racist. They're misogynists. They love little girls. They love little boys. The groypers, every single one of them are disgusting. I think we need to separate the country because I don't want to live with them no more.
Yeah, exactly. So that is the point,
One
man.
thing I'm happy about this administration.
This is the point, man. Jake is fed up, man. And you see Jake is start to rise up against Esau also now, man. Jake is fed up, man. You see? Jake is connecting the dots and see like, hey, man, what everything was happening that, you never trust thy enemies. Sirach 12 and 10, man. You cannot trust them, There is no point to be with them. And this is that great rivalry that we are seeing, man. You see? So let me close up with this scripture, man. Let me close out with this, man. Genesis chapter 49. Let me go straight to the point. And verse 8. Judah, thou art he who thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. You see? So all the brothers, man, and that means all the tribes, man. That's why everything started with Judah first, man. You see? And that is the tribe where our Lord, the Savior, Yahweh Shai is coming from, man. You see? It's all about Judah, man. You see? So, verse 9, Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Yeah, man. Who shall rouse him up, man? Who shall rouse Judah up, man? And Judah's being roused up right about now, man. You see? Judah is now, he ain't taking it anymore, man. You see, the Jake is fed up, man. You see? Jake don't want to be anymore. He want to be separated from Esau, and Esau ain't going to let them, you see? Because Esau always try to oppress Judah, man. And that is what it is. They always try to oppress Judah and Israel, man. And that is what it is. And that means all the tribes, man. You see? The Hebrew Israelites, man. So, yeah, man. Jake is fed up, man, and this is gonna clash. The Lord is gonna use also the 2/3, to come against Esau, man. Thus it the Bible, man. This is all the things what we see and playing out is gonna happen, and those who ain't got the hatch of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you're gonna get caught up in it, man. But the elect, hey, the Lord is gonna take care of them, man. That is what it is, man. So with that, I want to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Abad Babal.